In this episode, we recap the NFL wildcard round. We give you our predictions for the NFL divisional round. We talk about the Dallas Cowboys head coaching vacancy, Mike Vrabel to the New England Patriots, and some moves the 49ers should make this offseason. All this and more on episode 58 of N1 from the End Zone, which starts now. You're watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone. Please click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, I want to take a moment to thank all of you guys, my subscribers, for being part of the N1 from the End Zone journey. As we continue to grow, we have now surpassed over 9,900 subs. I appreciate all the love and support and genuinely hope you are enjoying this content. Please don't forget to leave a comment on the video, as I want to know your thoughts and ideas for things I should discuss here in the End Zone. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing my guest at this time. He is a young and ambitious real estate agent in the Northern California area. His passion is sports and his faith is unwavering. He is my younger brother, Alex, the Monk Peralta Hernandez. If you folks have any real estate questions, please feel free to reach out to my brother. He would be happy to help. Alex, how are you doing, brother?
I'm good. Yeah. It's nice to be back, but I'm good.
It's been a hiatus, my friend. How's life?
It's been life and it's been interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How's the real estate game?
It's moving. Can't complain. Business is businessing right now. So yeah.
Well, that's good, bro. Now
I'm off to I think a solid start this year.
That's great. That's great to hear. Now let's get right into it, bro. So let's recap this NFL wildcard weekend. I think the first game was, what was the first game of the wild card weekend?
I believe I watched it, and it was Texans Chargers.
That was the first game of the wild card weekend?
No, sir, I think so.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was, bro. The Texans whooped that ass. I thought Jim Harbaugh was gonna be able to beat the Chargers to
iron up. I was high on the Justin Herbert train, and I'm not gonna lie, I might have to respectfully hop off the train.
Especially because I saw them struggling this year.
Not
the Chargers, but the Texans. That's about the Texans were struggling a lot at points this year.
Yeah, I thought the Texans were gonna lose because they were struggling, but I thought Justin Herbert was gonna play a lot better. 4 interceptions is kind of crazy.
But interceptions was great.
He doesn't really have like Matt McConkey's good, but he don't have it.
They got J.K. Dobbins back, but they need way more talent.
He needs a Jamar Chase. That's what he needs.
He needs a Jamar Chase. I don't know what their salary cap situation is, but hopefully they can bring in some actual weapons and at the receiving position for him. I think Ladd McConkey's going to take another step. Maybe they draft a guy. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to acquire Debo, especially because of his.
Oh, that's not happening. And Niners are keeping Debo. Like,
that's me thing,
bro. There's no way.
I don't know, man. I love Debo. Debo is a part of our culture, man. Debo is a part of our culture, and it. Sorry,
our culture. Yes,
no, but you already heard me,
bro. We're running it back.
I hope so. You never know with this being his final year in his contract. Hopefully he doesn't hold out and he just plays it out. But you never know, man. Maybe he wants to secure the bag and maybe like they might not come to an accord. I hope we can retain his services. I feel like him and Kittle should both be Niners for their
life.
Yeah.
For life. Especially.
Anyway, let's move on to the Ravens Steelers. Bro, Mike Tomlin needs new pastures, dog. Mike Tomlin, you go for a start.
Russ is washed. Russ didn't play like terrible though.
Russ is washed, bro.
But he didn't play terrible. I think he does still have maybe a little bit of football left. Now as a starter, I don't know, but he didn't play a bad game. Like the defense for the Steelers was just trash.
Yeah, I was surprised how poorly they played.
Or something like that.
I was surprised how poorly they played, especially with TJ Watt actually being out there. If you feel me?
Exactly. And the Steelers are supposed to be known for their defense, not necessarily their offense. But their offense was trash. But Russ didn't play bad either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of issues. Mike Tomlin might leave. I doubt it though. But
I'm surprised that they didn't go after they didn't let what's his face Justin Fields play a little bit more. I know they gave him a couple packages, but it wasn't really enough to give him a real shot at making it.
I think honestly, I think they let Russ walk and he take the chance with Justin Fields to see if he learned anything like with him this year.
Well, I think they were like 4-1 or 4-2 with Justin Fields as their quarterback, weren't they?
Yeah, but they weren't bad with Russ either, and the offense looked a little bit better with Russ. I think it's more dynamic with Justin Fields, but I think Russ runs it better in terms of, you know, having the long ball, which Justin Fields doesn't really have. He's kind of like hesitant to throw that pass.
No, he just doesn't have the arm talent to do it, and when he's had the opportunity to do it, he's always come up short.
Well, I think he has the range, like the arm talent, but maybe not the accuracy.
I don't know. I just don't trust Justin Fields' decision making at times.
But I think what this game showed is that the Ravens can win the Super Bowl this year, just because, I mean, Lamar has something that he didn't have previous years, and it's Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big, big difference. Like, the defense isn't what it used to be like last year, but it's still a good defense, a good team in general. And Lamar was playing really good, and Zay Flowers didn't even play either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, what were your thoughts on the Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills game? Bro, Josh Allen's him, dog.
Josh Allen's him. You know, I think the Broncos will overperform this year too. Like expectations, they kind of surpass expectations. Because Bo Nix, you know, was having a rough start, and I really took off.
This year, the Steelers defense or the Broncos defense? I think the Broncos
defense was way better, in my opinion, because they have Pat Surtain and they were number 1 in sacks.
And bro, and the Bills demolished that ass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the Bills don't really have a star wide receiver. I know they traded for Amari Cooper, but he's not like Amari Cooper with the Cowboys or something. Right?
He's the receiver that they need. He's the receiver that they need. You feel me?
Yeah, I think they have players that know their roles and they play them well. And Josh Allen is playing really good. So it was a good game, but like for them to beat the Broncos up like that was good to see, I think. If you're a Bills fan, it was good to see. And I think next week is going to be an interesting week, especially since they're playing the Ravens. I got the Ravens, and I'm not going to lie to you.
I got the Bills. I think Josh Allen's going to be because this game's in Buffalo, right?
I'm going to say right there.
Look, this game. Recapping the wild card, and then we're going to go into our predictions. Let's finish recapping the wild card. The next game was probably the Eagles versus Packers. Bro, that game irritated the fuck out of me, bro. Like, again, the Packers didn't get the ball to Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed is a difference maker for the Packers. And again, they don't feed him the ball. They struggle. I don't want to hear anybody ever say Jordan Love is better than Brock Purdy. That is a lie. That is blasphemy. I know we didn't make the playoffs this year, but when we make it, we fucking go at least to the NFC Championship game, and Brock comes in clutch for me. Jordan Love, I am sorry. He is sophomore. So he gets an excuse to have a sophomore slump, even though he's been in the league for fucking almost 7 years. And Brock is literally, I know that this is his second year starting as a full-time starter, or second year starting for Jordan Love, but this was Brock's literally second year start as a full-time starter for the 49ers. Give me a fucking break. Sorry. That's my gripe. I thought the Packers had a chance this year at winning the Super Bowl. I did. I fucking did. And I literally thought Matt LaFleur, because I thought Matt LaFleur was a better coach. I thought they were going to have a better showing. And I'm just disappointed. Your thoughts, Alex?
I really thought that game was, I thought the Eagles were going to blow them out. I thought it was going to be a blowout, to be completely honest. And I thought the Packers were going to play a little bit better. Jordan Love didn't play like Jordan Love last year. But I thought it was a decent game. I mean, Eagles showed that they struggled, I think, a little bit, and I think they worry me a little bit going into the next game with who do they play? They play the Rams, I think, right? Yeah.
No, the Eagles. Yeah, I'll play the Rams.
Yeah. So I think honestly, man, dude, like Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown connection and hasn't really been there.
Bro, they're undefeated. Well, hold on. The Eagles are undefeated when Hurts, Saquon, Devontae, and Brown are all on the field at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't know. That team offensively like kind of scares me, Like the run game is really good, the O-line is good, but their pass game, I don't know, like it's iffy for me still. So I think for the Rams game, I think I got the Eagles, even though the Rams are playing really well and I think they're kind of hot right now, but yeah, I don't know. The Rams games, I mean, the Eagles kind of scare me with their offense. But I think, if they play the Lions after, if they beat the Rams, then, it's going to be a tough matchup, tough game.
I don't know, man. For me, I was just disappointed on how the Packers' performance. The Eagles, I know they struggled offensively, but I understand the Rams had a great showing against the Vikings this week. They had a great show against the Vikings, right? And the Vikings are not depleted from offensive weapons at all. At all.
Sam Darnold.
Well, they don't have a quarterback, obviously.
I mean, he was good, but I just think the last couple weeks kind of like really showed like Sam Darnold of old, Like he was hesitant on some passes, didn't make the right reads sometimes. Like I didn't watch the game today against the Rams, but that's because I felt like the Rams were already going to win it. I felt like the Rams got hot at the right time, and I think they could make a run. I think that Eagles-Rams game is going to be really, really close. And if they win, I wouldn't be surprised. But I got the Eagles still winning. But if they win, I wouldn't be surprised.
For me, I don't know, bro. Personally, I hope both teams lose. I hope every NFC team loses from here on out. Like if it is. But no, I would be okay with the Commanders win.
I would be okay if the Commanders would be okay with the Commanders. They're not. I don't think they beat the Lions.
I was okay. So actually, let's get into the next game, which was the Commanders versus Buccaneers, which was 23-20. And bro, I thought the money was gonna come in clutch,
man. I wanted the Bucs to win. They're like
to win. I thought they were going into overtime.
Me too. But I'm not gonna lie, Jalen Daniels is that guy. I mean, he's done that the whole year in the fourth quarter. He's had winning drive.
A Hail Mary against Chicago was the first sign that he was him.
That one was a little lucky. I'm not gonna lie. The Hail Mary was great, but like there were other games where he did that, and I was like, this guy's, the pressure doesn't get to him. He doesn't play like a rookie. He's poised in the pocket. He makes the right reads. And then he has, a star wide receiver in Terry McLaurin, good running game. He is kind of the running game too, but a decent defense. I think they could make a run. I don't think they. No, I mean I take that back. I don't think they beat the Lions.
You don't think they beat the Lions,
dude? I think the Lions they're going to go into this game. Lions, I don't get them.
They beat the Lions either. I think the Lions are going to defend home turf in the NFC Championship game. Now, who would I prefer? Who would I prefer to win that NFC Championship game? Fuck it, I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Wow.
Dresser of two evils.
I wouldn't.
I would go with Detroit.
All right,
I don't like Jared Goff, but I dislike the Eagles even more. Mainly comes to my voice, man.
I don't think Jared Goff is a great quarterback.
I don't think he's a good quarterback either. I think he sucks. I personally think he sucks. But this year he's I think had like 2 or 3 perfect games. Or it seems like for sure he had one perfect game.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I just feel like
I think he's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. I don't think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Jared Goff, and I don't even think Jared Goff is a good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. That Commander, I think that Lions team honestly, they could win, but I think
I don't. So realistically, I don't think any NFC team is winning the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
If you're going to be the Chiefs, the Bills, or the Ravens,
That's fair. That's fair.
like they're head and shoulders above everybody else.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because let's go into today's game. The fucking Vikings whooped that ass. They were fucking up 24-3 at halftime. 24-3, Alex. At half.
How's the Rams?
Yeah, the Vikings versus the Rams. The Rams were up 24-3 at halftime.
So who do you think is winning? I guess for next week.
I hate the Eagles. I hate the Rams. I would think the Eagles, because everybody is healthy going into that game, the Eagles ultimately win. But I would prefer if both teams just lose and go home. Realistically, I think I would prefer the Rams because I feel like the Rams would be an easier opponent for the Lions.
Yeah. No. Well. Yeah. Matthew, dude, if the Rams win and Matthew Stafford goes back to Detroit, he's whooping that ass.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you that right now. I'll put money on that game. If the Lions and Rams play, Matthew Stafford is winning that game.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I believe in Detroit.
He didn't do nothing in Detroit. But he was the only good thing. Him and Megatron were the only good things that come out of Detroit. And Dan Campbell.
I believe they're gonna bite the kneecaps off the who are they playing? My bad.
The Commanders?
No. I believe if the Lions have to face the Rams in the NFC Championship game, I believe the Lions are gonna bite the kneecaps of the Rams.
Yeah. Or if it's the Rams, no.
I believe it. So let's get into the first. Let's get into we'll just get into the last game. These games. So we got the Texans versus the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna blow out the Texans, or not necessarily. Might be a clump together in the first one. I think it'll be a 10-point game.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Whatever the point spread is, I take the Chiefs to cover.
Yeah.
Then there's the Commanders versus the Lions. I'm taking the Lions to cover against the Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels' rookie season comes to an end. He had a great showing. He's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. Realistically, I think he just runs out of gas. I just think he runs out of gas at the end of the season. And
I would say this. If this game is close and he has the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter, Commanders winning.
You think so?
Bro, in the fourth, I'm not. He has that clutch factor, that Lamar, that Patty Mahomes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you also got to remember,
fourth quarter, final drive, ball in his hands, money.
You also got to remember Jared Goff against Patrick Mahomes in that shootout a couple years ago when he was on the Rams.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
He beat him. It was like a 50 to 40 or 55 to 50 something, but it was like a crazy ass number like that, and he beat him. So I don't know, man. I think Detroit's gonna get that game, especially because Detroit got more weapons right now on the offensive side of the ball, healthier than the Commanders have overall. I think the Lions are just deeper, even with all the injuries. I think the Lions are just deeper.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Rams versus Eagles. I'm being real with you. Eagles should win. I think the Rams should win. I think the Rams should win.
No, I'm gonna go Eagles, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams. But I'm gonna go Eagles. They have a better, I think, team. Just collectively.
So I haven't looked at the point spread. I'll probably come out with my point spread picks here soon once I see it.
The spread is Philly -6.
Philly -6.
Yeah.
Oh, give me the Rams +6 points.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Rams cover. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles win, but I think it'll be a close game, a field goal game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game, closer than people think.
I think it'll be a 6. I think the Rams cover. I 1,000% think the Rams cover. What was the Commanders Lions game?
-9.5.
Give me the Lions minus 9.5.
Yeah.
Give me Lions minus 9.5. And then Chiefs and Texans.
Chiefs is minus 7.5.
Give me the Chiefs minus 7.5.
Yeah.
And then what about Bills Ravens? I'm taking the Bills.
Minus 1 Baltimore.
They got Baltimore favored. Come on, Buffalo. Let's get to the AFC.
I think for Ravens win. I think whoever wins this game wins the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that, but I think this game. I understand. Baltimore blew out the Bills in the regular season in Baltimore. This game is in Buffalo. The Bills defense has been playing a lot better.
Bro, they're not going to be able to stop the run.
I believe in the Bills.
I'm calling it. How much you want to bet they put up 150 yards running?
I give me plus. I don't care if they put 150 yards. I still believe in Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It's James Cook and Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson and
they don't have weapons. They don't have, I think, a defense that's good. Like, forget to realize a Bills defense was struggling the whole year too. They're not a top 10 defense, I think.
Well, they've been injured, but now they're healthy.
Nah, I'm not taking the Bills. I got the Ravens.
I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. Plus nope 1 against.
I got the Ravens, even though their defense hasn't been great either. Oh, I still got the Ravens.
Oh Lord.
Yep, still got the Ravens.
Oh Lord. All right, brother. So let's transition to our next topic. Mike Vrabel has been hired by the New England Patriots to be their next head coach.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, they did Mayo so dirty. They just give him the job
Honestly, bro, like real talk, I'm gonna be real with you. This hire was a great hire by New England. I hate to say it. This was an amazing hire by New England. I love Kraft. Like, I'm not even a New England Patriot. Well, I grew up. I embrace greatness. You know this. This is why I'm okay with the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl again this year, because I don't want any NFC team to win the Super Bowl. I want it to be an AFC team, and if it has to be the Chiefs, and if they do it against the Eagles, so be it. We had to succumb to that wrath. Others not to succumb to it too. I'm very spiteful. But no, realistically, great hire by the New England Patriots. What were your thoughts?
I think they did Mayo dirty. I mean, I think it's a good hire. I think he's a great coach. I think he has a quarterback now. I think Drake May is good. I think Milton is good too. Now, they'll probably end up trading him maybe for like another piece.
Milton is great. I think Milton is a great quarterback.
Honestly, they could have like some sort of competition going on during OTAs summer or something like that.
I thought May was fucked. I didn't see it in him during the preseason or
during the season. I mean, he played great.
So, dude, he balled.
He played okay.
He balled out. He earned his stripes. I hope they can draft a couple guys. I think he's
going to draft well. I think when Bill was there, they drafted good defensive players, but
I think Mike Vrabel's going to be able to get the best out of Drake May. And then I heard Josh McDaniels might come back to New England as the offensive coordinator. I like it. I actually like it. He got Mac Jones to the fucking playoffs with Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
I like him as an offensive coordinator. I don't think he's a good head coach. Offensive coordinator, however, with the young quarterback, he did a good job with Mac Jones before his confidence was shaken. And then I also trust Mike Vrabel. Whoever Mike Vrabel brings in, I think Mike Vrabel going to do a good job.
I think Mike Vrabel will be okay. Yeah, Patriots will probably be at worst 8-19, maybe. At worst, at best, 10 wins.
I think they could compete for a playoff spot, a wild card spot. I still think Buffalo wins next year, but I think they can compete for a playoff spot.
Yeah,
more than Miami, and definitely way more than the Jets.
Yeah, who do you think the Jets will hire?
I don't know. We can actually talk about that. We could talk about the Jets' new head coaching hire in another episode, because that's going to be an interesting coaching search, because I don't think that's a highly regarded job in my personal.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should want to go there.
I don't know. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, after these commercial breaks. Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspins Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with my guest, Alex the Monk Peralta Hernandez. Alex, let's talk about the Cowboys parting ways with Mike McCarthy. Recently, Jerry Jones came out with a statement saying, throughout Mike McCarthy's tenure here, including the last several weeks, I have been very complimentary of the job he has done. That has applied to our record over that time period, our team unity and culture, Mike's qualifications and track record of success, and on a personal level, as a tremendous human being, I have great respect for Mike, and he has led the team through some very unique and challenging times during his tenure. Over the past week, Mike and I had the opportunity to conduct a joint review of all aspects of the past season, our players and staff, and also spent considerable time discussing the road forward for the team.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's all BS.
Yes. Yeah. No, it is.
You don't even gotta stop. Like, you don't even gotta, finish reading. It's all BS.
Yeah, it is. These discussions were thorough and received an appropriate amount of time and depth to cover. Priority is contract negotiations, dude. Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah. No, you're right.
The issue is Jerry Jones. Mike McCarthy, look.
It was hold on. It became mutually clear that it would be better for each of us to head in a different direction. Come on, bro. He didn't have his quarterback this year.
Look. All signs pointed to Mike McCarthy being the head coach next year. And this to be said,
I personally thought, because I thought because of the fact that they didn't necessarily tank the season, they didn't have a high draft pick, so essentially Shedeur Sanders was not going to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. So Dion was probably not going to be coming there, right? So there's also another thing where Dion has apparently already been in contact with the Cowboys. I think that would be a mistake. I don't think Dion has done enough in the college game as a whole to really merit the opportunity to now go jump and be an NFL head coach.
good NFL head coach, bro.
The strength Dion has is he can build young men and he can recruit talent. He is one of the best recruiters in the sport of college football. That's what GD will do.
I think maybe he would be a good coach. Maybe he would.
But it's so tight.
Like in the NFL, I think it's just a different speed. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the NFL cap is not the NFL cap is not the same as recruiting in college. I'm sorry.
Yeah. In Colorado, when you look at the season Colorado had from this one to the year prior, this year was a lot better. But I also did recruit talent for their O-line, because their O-line was still pretty bad.
I would like to see Dion fucking compete for a national title. I don't think he should focus it. He should pass on his opportunities for the NFL, because he didn't win a championship with Jackson State. Did they win a bowl game? Did they ever compete in a bowl game in Jackson State? I don't know.
No, I don't think they did.
Okay, and then when he's been in Colorado, have they competed in a bowl game? Did they win their?
Yeah, they have. I think this year they actually did.
Did they win their bowl game? They didn't win their bowl game. So he hasn't won anything to really like garner the opportunity to go and coach in the NFL. Like Dion, like I respect what you have done for the game, but what your influence on these young men, molding them and helping them reach the NFL, would like your skill set benefits the college game a lot more than it would in the NFL. Especially because a lot of the coaching aspect of things, you and I both know that like it's not necessarily you that's coaching. You're more of an overseer of everything. You let your coaches coach. You just oversee and make sure everything is running on a good day-to-day basis. But do that in college and win a national title first, and then turn your attentions to the NFL. Maybe when Shador already has a team, maybe like I don't know. I just don't think going to the cowardly.
I think Shador, if he gets drafted, he's gonna probably go somewhere like, dude, I'm not gonna like Cleveland could draft a guy. Like I Tennessee is gonna take Cam Ward, and then I think Cleveland could even do it. The Giants could potentially even do it. I don't know if he falls to 6 to the Raiders, like, or 7 to the Jets.
Or the Raiders, man. I feel like the Raiders got fucked. They did Antonio Pierce dirty.
They did, but they're cleaning house. They're cleaning house, and it's I think because of Tom Brady. They fired the GM, who I think was being a good GM. I mean, they got Brock Bowers and some good tackles.
Okay.
And Brock Bowers, you could arguably say,
Still had that on the quarterback. Still ain't competing. Regressed from a year ago. I don't know.
yeah, no. I mean, the Raiders don't have. They haven't had a good quarterback since Derek Carr, arguably, but
Well, Derek Carr had 1 year with Jack Del Rio, and I think they made a mistake letting Jack Del Rio go. I still think they made a mistake letting Hugh Jackson go when they let him go when he went 8-8. Then I think they made a mistake letting Jack Del Rio go when they let him go. And then I think they started.
I think the mistake was when
I was going from Jack Del Rio to John Gruden. That was the fucking first mistake. Going from a guy that got you into the playoffs after how long to a guy that hadn't been in the league in 10 years.
For me, I think the mistake that they made was letting Josh McDaniels be the head coach for that team with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, because that was a team that, in my opinion, been a lot better than what they were. I think they should have gone with a better coach that was more, solidified in the league already, rather than someone who hadn't coached. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, but for 1 fucking year, I thought that was ridiculous. I hope the Raiders. I wish the Raiders nothing but the best. I hope Tom really turns that franchise around. But who realistically is going to want that Raiders job? The coach that they should have gotten last year,
They're cleaning house.
So I think what the hope that they should have gotten last year was Jim Harbaugh. Because Jim Harbaugh was interested in that job. Like he was interested in the Chicago Bears job. And then he landed with the Chargers.
But I think whoever becomes the coach for the Raiders, like that's gonna be a coach for that they're gonna have for a while. Because Tom Brady,
Jim Harbaugh got his head coaching start. Jim Harbaugh got his coaching start with the Raiders. His NFL coaching start with the Raiders. With the Raiders as an assistant coach with the Raiders. He coming back to the Raiders as the head coach would have been the perfect thing for the Raiders. And they had stuck with Antonio Pierce. And what was that that executive said about Brock? It's like all these all-star superstar quarterbacks and Brock Purdy. You got fucking 50 tons of shit in Antonio Pierce. I'm sorry. That's just irritating. That's so irritating.
Do you think Mike McCarthy would go to the Raiders?
Actually,
yeah, they don't have a QB or anything, but
no, but Mike McCarthy could help establish some sort of like an offensive culture there. Bro, he's gone 12-4 with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And this year without a quarterback, he still managed to win 8 games, right?
Yeah. I think he's a good coach. I think the team is gonna pick him up. And
I know he's in contention for the Jaguars job. Because the Jags, they fired Doug Peterson.
yeah, I think Doug Peterson's a good coach too, though. I mean, I think Trevor Lawrence was kind of, put off the wagon a little.
Trevor actually didn't play that bad if you look at his numbers. He got hurt. He got ran through. That boy got cut. He got knocked the fuck out. He was like that was scary. And let's transition to our last topic of the day, buddy boy. My boy, our beloved. Hold on. I gotta turn the hat around.
Oh no, I'm not wearing one.
You don't have one right now?
I don't have one. I only have a jersey up there.
Take the Lakers.
Wait, can you see my logo? Oh, you can't. I got a Niner poster back there. Oh well.
I was gonna say, take off the hat and go put on your jersey.
No, it's too much work. It's up there. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, it's too much work.
Anyway, so our beloved 49ers, my guy, have decided to make a significant amount of coaching changes this year. One notable one is Nick Swanson is no longer going to be the defensive coordinator for our beloved San Francisco 49ers.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And they've also interviewed former defensive coordinator, former head coach of the New York Jets, Robert Saleh. And I hope he comes back because we need him desperately. Lord, with Nicky Bosa, with Fred Warner, if we can somehow manage to keep Dre Greenlaw, manage to bring back Huff. I don't think we bring back Huff. Realistically, I think we let Huff go. I think we're going to keep Jair Brown and we're going to keep Mustafa back there. But Huff, because he's been very injury prone and it is his contract year, I don't think Huff stays. I wouldn't be surprised if Huff somehow ends up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nah. I'm calling it right now. Huff is gonna stay. I'm calling it. Like, I think Huff for the DBs, he does so much.
He just
he's like a Fred for the DBs. So I think Huff is coming back because he does make a difference. Like the instincts that he has is something you can't teach. You know what I'm saying? Like when he plays, he makes big plays. But when he doesn't, it does affect our team, I think. And Greenlaw, Huff, and Fred and Bosa, I think, are the core of the defense. You have Green, who is has been a great cornerback, I think this year as a rookie. Then you have Demo, who's playing great. Ward, I think, is going to walk a lot of, personal stuff and, wish him the best. But he probably won't come back.
Who? Oh, Charvarius?
Charvarius,
yeah.
Yeah.
Prayers out to his family because we do know that he lost his daughter this year. She succumbed to a brain disease, I think, brain cancer.
Well, I don't know what it was, but
yeah. Trent Williams had a stillborn
coming back.
No, I know, but Trent Williams has a stillborn son, and then Charvarius, his daughter passed away as well during the season. This season has been tough emotionally for the fucking 49ers, bro. It's been horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think for the defense, they're going to sign the key players back. The Hargrave might walk. I would love Robert Saleh back because we did great with him.
$10 million. Bring his ass back. I want his ass back.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And then I think something that really needs to improve is the special teams. I don't know if they're gonna draft a kicker. I don't know if they're gonna sign someone.
They need to sign an experienced kicker. Why the fuck are we wasting draft picks on a kicker? Give me an experience. Give me like a Nick Folk. Give me somebody that's established.
Give me a Zane Gonzalez.
Give me a fucking Rodrigo Blankenship.
Hey. Give me what's his name on the Falcons?
I'm just saying, Rodrigo Blank.
Young or something. Young
Ho-Koo?
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Young Hui-Koo? No, it's Young Ho-Koo.
Young Ho-Koo.
Young Ho-Koo. That Young Ho fucking cool, man. Bring that motherfucker over here to the Niners. We want his ass.
Just give me a better kicker.
Give me somebody I can trust. Bro, how long have I been telling you Jake Moody has been a problem?
A long.
Have I not been telling you? Have I been right this entire time or not, Alex?
I think you have. Unfortunately, you have. It hurts to admit, to be quite honest.
And bro, and you gave him so many opportunities.
So many. And you know what?
And I thought we were turning a corner in the Tampa Bay game when he finally kicked the game-winning field goal against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought we were turning a corner.
Brother, you were wrong.
And bro, what happened? He regressed tenfold. You think he's coming back next year?
Huh?
You think he's coming back next year?
He's not going to be on the team next year.
Okay, because he cost us the Super Bowl too. I hope you know that.
He's not coming back to the team, bro. But I will say this. If we get another kicker, that kicker's automatically going to feel 10 times as much pressure.
No.
So, yes.
What?
Yeah. Because that kicker is going to come into a situation knowing that, hey, the last kicker that was here, was straight ass cheeks.
Yes. Gambling much worse than the last guy that was here. You know why?
Maybe you're right. Maybe it won't be as much pressure, but there's going to be a lot of
You cannot be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jake Moody. I'm sure you were a great college kicker. Maybe you have a career
phenomenal
as a sports analyst. Maybe you have a career in like the New Zealand League, the Euro League, the Canadian.
I want to hear this though. I will say this.
But you don't have a career in the NFL. Stacey, you're too emotional.
I will say this. He is a pro kicker. I could never kick a ball the way he kicks a ball.
Me neither.
But all I'm going to say is when you compare yourself
to the Canadian League,
compare him to all the other kickers in the league, brother,
I need a Harrison Buckner.
Only God can help you.
I need a Harrison Buckner. I need a Gostowski, Vinatieri. Where is my Vinatieri? Where is my Gostowski? Where's my Buckner? Oh, Justin Tucker might be a free agent. I know he's regressed, but he'd still be better than fucking Jake Moody. I'd still like him more than Jake.
I hope they figure it out, to be honest.
They need to figure it out because that was straight Moody cheeks this year. And this season just started off horrible with the whole Ricky Pearsall being shot. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, this season, with the CMC wasn't playing, really any part of the season. I just felt like this season was,
it was tough.
This season, it was tough. Especially, after everything that happened last year.
No, and then, bro, everything that happened during the season, players not being healthy, players losing family members, just this was just a tough overall emotional year. I hope we can keep Kittle. I hope we can keep Juszczyk. But realistically, this offense is going to look a lot different. I think Dominic Cooney should be moved to right tackle. I've been saying this the entire time. Either that or draft the right tackle. Draft a couple of tackles because we know Trent Williams is getting old. And for the love of God, let's upgrade over McKivitz because every fucking year I'm always complaining about McKivitz. I'm sorry. But Pooney played great. Pooney played great. I was right about Dominic Cooney. Ricky got shot, so oh God, that's horrible. Just like Boys in the Hood, Ricky got shot. But hey, Ricky survived in this version, though. You ever watch Boys in the Hood?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy to say. Not gonna lie. Wow.
Yeah, but hey, Ricky survived.
And Ricky is the blackest white boy in the league.
Hey, no, Ricky, real talk, Ricky got a sticky. Ricky gonna have sticky hands next year. Ricky gonna be sticky next year.
I'm done. No, I'm logging off after you said that.
No, it's not. Come on,
wow, you can't put that. You can't. Name
Sticky Ricky.
You got Rishi. That's not a good look. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen,
He's a wide receiver.
and that's
Sticky Ricky with the hands, baby.
and you can't keep repeating it. It don't make it any better.
He went to Miami, so it sounds right.
No.
They sticky down there with the humidity.
No.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, next year will be a good year for us, I think. They have no excuse. They have no excuse. I'm saying it now. No excuse not to win.
Juwan Hernandez hopefully doesn't hold out for another fucking contract because he did ball out this year. Hopefully Brandon Ayuk is there from day one. Hopefully we don't have any contract disputes, bro, because that always irritates me. We're always, I feel like a contract dispute is what kills it for us. The Chiefs don't do this bullshit. Why do we do it?
I don't know. I'm not in the building.
It's so irritating. Shout out to the families that have been displaced in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. I feel for y'all. I'm not gonna lie. There's something fishy going on out there.
Bro, I feel like, hey, real talk, switching topics real quick. The conspiracy theory, the whole Diddy situation where they're burning evidence.
I think the house is actually not on fire anymore. I think
not the house, but like, bro, the entire areas that have been like affected are all areas like in like the rich parts of LA, like the Palisades, Malibu, the Hollywood Hills, like all the rich areas, bro, the San Fernando Valley, like all the rich people areas. Because I don't think Compton's been hit. I don't think Inglewood's been hit. Right?
No, it's just Palisades. It's like upper LA, I want to say, more like Palisades, Malibu.
That was fishy. And then, bro, they've gotten a couple arsonists trying to continue like a fire.
What's the Bakersfield, I think? Damn, I forget the spots, but I was looking at a map. But it's like over 20.
Nobody who heard about like there being arsonists trying to start the fires. So I wonder how many of those arsonists have been paid by others to go and start those things. So I think that's just like a whole thing.
Oh, I don't know. I heard a conspiracy theory, like that the fires were on purpose and they're trying to revamp LA for like all the events that are coming in. And if I saw a map where like, oh, this is where the projected train system for LA is gonna be, and it's in this area. So like, I don't know. I heard a lot of different conspiracy theories, and honestly, look, I think a lot of people that were Democrat, not to get into politics, but a lot of people that were left are gonna start turning a little bit more right, just because of everything that was proposed to Newsom and those representatives like the mayor and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are gonna start like thinking a little bit more and be like, okay, yeah, maybe we should need to make some changes. Because you got to think about it. California pays a lot of taxes. Like, depending on your tax bracket or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You're paying a lot of taxes. Celebrities are probably paying over 50% of taxes to Cali, state, federal level. Yeah, there's just insurance. Like, it's so much money. And we don't really see that money here. Like, if we go to SF, dude, I could walk down the street in SF and
Are you protected? With Living Benefits, life insurance isn't just for the unexpected. It's for the here and now. Protect your family, protect your future. Contact me for a free quote and more information.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Guys, you're watching a Shady Mob production. Make sure to follow the Shady Mob podcast, where we break down all the latest content and talk about life. Please make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Telling everyone, and I'm in fear of my life. I feel like I'm gonna get robbed, shots, stabbed with a needle. There's, people all over the place. It's not like it was before. Like when we were kids, we could go to the pier and be like, hey, damn, this is my city. Now it's like, hey, a little sketchy down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to I want to see the money, that I'm paying in taxes used for my to clean the streets, to help, the place that I live in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not seeing really being reflected.
Yeah, I've never seen the city this bad. It's really bad out here in San Francisco at times. Especially
Like Oakland is, bro. I
bro,
saw
Oakland, dude, dog, with how much gentrification is taking over the area, Oakland should not be this bad, bro. Oakland should have not lost all of its sports teams. Number one, with how San Francisco, like I know San Francisco right now is struggling, but San Francisco was not struggling, let's say like 5 to 10 years ago. Like when the Warriors decided to move over there, when before like when the Niners were still like in the area, but then they moved to Santa Clara. Like the peninsula area has always been nice. Oakland looked like it was on the come up, and then for some reason it just stopped, and then they lost all of their sports teams to Las Vegas. And then now it just looks like a shit show and it hasn't improved. Like there are areas where it is nice, but
Oh, you Upper Oakland, like in the hills, it's really nice. Like close to Berkeley, it's really nice. If you go some areas like Hayward downtown, actually, I kind of like Hayward downtown. Like it look Hayward downtown a lot nicer than I think what people say it is.
Hayward is a shithole.
Try Suzy Q's in Hayward. So good. But hey, I don't know, man. Oakland has some good spots for like food. I'm not gonna lie, there's this Chinese, I think, place that makes some desserts, and boy, let me tell you, they'll change your life.
In my life.
But yeah, I don't know. It's not what it used to be.
No, it's not. And realistically, I think the reason why California might be leaning more moderate or right leaning moving forward is just because realistically, like I feel like California values have for like over the last like 10 years become very left leaning, if that makes sense, very woke leaning. So if you look at the last election, our value, like Kamala was really running on the values of the left-leaning woke Americans, like the LGBTQ, when in reality, like a lot of Americans do not care about those issues. They only care about food, grocery, like just the normal, like day-to-day standard style of living.
I think if you're left, you do care about those issues.
Just not. Well, there's people that are left leaning, but not like moderate left leaning.
I think if you statistically look at it, a lot of LGBTQ are going to be left, just because the left, I think, value their values a little bit more than the right. And I think this election, what California was more red than it's ever been before.
Yeah.
Just because I think a lot of the people that were left, were realizing like, hey, the Democrats of today aren't really what it used to be, with like Bernie Sanders and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the mentality, I think, in the Democratic Party has switched from previous years, I guess you could say,
No, 100%. The values are becoming much more moderate than they have been over the last 10 years, bro. That's why I'm saying, like they're leaning back towards the right because it's been just too far in an extreme to one side where it's disconnected with the majority of the population. Because if you look at
I think the right is trying to be.
No, because if you look at the Latino community, bro, like a lot of the Latino community, they just look at what the left represents now, and they don't approve of the lifestyle or the message that the left is trying to represent here in today's society. They're still very old school if you really think about it.
Yeah, but I don't think they represent the Democratic Party is not like what it used to be back then. Like, if you look at their core values or what they used to mean a while ago, I don't think they represent the same thing anymore. Like, because they've changed in a lot of ways, and I think they're trying to.
Well, the way that they've changed has been in a very negative way, and the country's spoken about that.
Yeah, but I think they try to connect with different groups, and in a way they kind of contradict with each other. With like LGBTQ and certain values they have on the economy and what things should be done. I don't know. I think the right is winning over the middle class, which is weird to say because ideally, I mean, the right has been more.
The reason why the right is winning the middle class is just because they have, in my personal opinion, just like normal, like the normal worries of like they know what the normal worries or the things that normal Americans worry about. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't vote this year. Just because
Didn't vote this year either. I didn't like either one.
I didn't vote because I honestly like haven't like really educated myself enough. Like I know a little, but I'm not into politics.
I just did not like any of the candidates.
But I think it is important to vote in your state just because those affect you directly. You know what I'm saying? Also, like for certain options,
Vote for your people that represent your state. Vote for that. Be educated on that. Ultimately,
by very least, at the very least, because those directly affect you. Like those are actually important, I think.
and next time, hopefully they have a DNC where we can actually go into like the candidates, because you can't have a candidate running and saying that they're not going to change anything from how this president is running things.
You really see that Biden tweeted that this is the strongest economy, or that they're handing over America to the next president in a great state or something like that.
I haven't seen that.
You didn't see that tweet? No. Well, I don't know. I just, disagreed with it because I don't know. I felt like the economy has definitely been a lot better. And the U.S. has definitely been a lot better in general, not only financially, economically. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to lie, the last 4 years, I will say, could have been forgettable for the U.S.
I agree.
Anyway, Alex, brother, I appreciate you for joining me on this latest episode of Unwin from the End Zone. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, so don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on the video, share this with your friends, families, and partners. Make some money with my picks. Listen to my sports stakes. Remember, desire is power. If you desire to be great, you have the power to be great. Always remember, I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for more. Alex, you got anything you want to say to the people?
Nah, I'm good.
Sweet. Later, bro.
Yeah, man.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.